All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Almost Critics. I'm Dom, and that's Nate.
I
What?
think you got it a little mixed around here.
What do you mean? I'm Dom. That's Nate. Is what I said.
I get it. I'm sure you're a bit excited for the
Shit.
episode.
All right, hold up. Let me redo that.
Uh,
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Almost Critics. I'm Nate, and that's Dom.
you got it right this time.
Yeah, thank you. And for today's episode, as you could tell from the title, it is the Odyssey review. We just saw the Odyssey last night, and
Amazing movie.
amazing movie. We'll get that to we'll get to that eventually, but yeah, I was telling Dom, eventually, when a movie comes out, we want to do separate videos, which is movie reviews on the movies we just watched. Odyssey being our first movie. We got some segments, so we're gonna do a spoiler free review. That way, if you guys want to hear our review and not get spoiled, that we'll do that first, and then we'll follow it up with the spoiler review. We'll get more into detail, more spoiler territory, and we're gonna talk about our opinions. I got some movie quotes, and then overall got a movie ranking on our scale of ranking. We'll just do a 1 out of 10, 10 being the best movie, 1 being the worst. And then if we have some time, I got some would you rather questions, the Odyssey themed. Yeah,
That sounds pretty cool.
yeah,
Sounds pretty fun.
fun episode today.
Got a lot to talk about. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. What do you want to start with first?
Yeah, well, obviously let's do the spoiler free review.
I feel like we should do the spoiler review more toward the end.
Yeah, obviously that's what I just said.
Okay. No, you just say to follow up after.
No, I just messed with you.
Well, what did you think?
I thought it was a great movie. Great special effects. Good acting. Honestly, that was a good movie overall. I really liked it a lot. It reminded me. Of Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. Good movie. Another good movie.
Kind of like the art. Not the art. The costume design's kind of the same.
Yeah.
And just the whole. He has a team of people and they're experiencing different like anomalies, not anomalies, but like different monsters or creatures every island they hit, which is kind of like yeah, it just reminded me of Clash of the Titans. I know not a lot of people are probably gonna use that comparison, but I in a good way. I think it was better, if anything.
I see. So just seeing all the monsters and how they looked and going through the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like there was you could tell there was like no CGI used for this movie, like a bit of it, but not really. Most of it's just practical effects.
I see. I, on the other hand, I did think the movie was great. The monsters were chilling. The story was told great. I mean, I would have wanted more story on the islands. Like, or him talking to the Cyclops. But I understand why they
Well, wouldn't that be a spoiler territory? What you're talking into?
yeah, you know what? I guess you're right. I should stop there. That's not what I meant to say. um, where was I? Yeah, if you know
The Odyssey.
the Odyssey, you know how long it takes him to get home. I just wish there was more on that. For me, there were CGI. Some parts of the CGI wasn't great.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so. there was one scene in particular where um it didn't look so realistic, I guess you could say.
I know what scene. I think I know what scene you're talking about, and I think we should talk about it more in the spoiler territory. But go on.
Um, yeah, and I didn't just yeah, just that one scene in particular didn't sit well with me, but it's other than that, everything else is pretty good. Like the monsters looked great. Um, and then I just didn't really care for the other side of it.
You're talking about Tom Holland's.
I mean, I understand what the whole premise is and like all that, but I was just there for to see Odysseus and his adventure. But other than that, I think it was overall still a great movie. Um, I would recommend it again, and I would watch it again.
Yeah, I do wanna watch it again, and I want to take my fiance to watch it because I was telling her about it, and she said she wanted to watch it.
Oh, most definitely, it's a
Um,
good movie for sure.
I did like Tom Holland's story. I think he played I think his role was an important role of the story, and I think he played an amazing part. And his acting was pretty good.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I did like Matt Damon as Odysseus. I did it honestly. If you would have told me Matt Damon would have played Odysseus, like I wouldn't be able to picture it. But it kind of works. One thing I know it was controversial, or I think it was everyone has American accents.
oh yeah, I seen that.
Um,
I seen that in an article that I was reading.
which it does it for me. It did throw me off at first because they are speaking like poetically, but with American accents.
It
It
didn't
did.
sit well with many people.
Yeah, it threw me off a little bit, but once you get past it, like it is good acting overall, and with this uh with this world that Nolan created, it kind of just goes with it, and with the darker theme, and I don't know, I kind of dug it.
Yeah, I didn't mind. Um, 'Cause yeah, it is kind of like thrown off that they're not talking in like what would
Well,
like in a
in the
Greek
first,
accent, I guess you'd say, or
well, in the
whatever,
beginning, when they first were making like Greek movies, usually they talk like with British accents and like they talk all poetic and
and stuff like that.
yeah.
No, yeah, I'm sure, but it's not to me. It's not that big of a deal. The storytelling was great. It's what pretty much carried the movie through.
Like they have two actors like Tom Holland and Patrick Robert Patterson, which amazing performance by the way.
Oh
They're
yeah.
both British guys and they're doing American accent. Even the director, I believe Christopher Nolan's also British, so it's just
That's funny.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I did notice that too, and I was like, why didn't they just? You could have just had them talk normal, and I
Yeah.
guess it would have been a little different because I'm like, well, why are they got two British guys? But if Robert
Uh
Patterson, well,
well there's a
before we go
story
into,
there's a theory I don't know if this is spoilers. I probably yeah, I'll leave it. I won't say it yet. But
we already said a little bit too much.
well, right now we're just talking about the accents. I think I don't think that's
Oh,
spoiled
I guess
territory
you're
at
right.
all. Um,
But no, yeah, that's true. The accent is it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if you really want to nitpick it, but to me, that's not. There was other things to worry about other than their voice acting.
I don't know. I think regardless of their accent, I think their acting was phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Everybody played their part. um, there were scenes that really felt like you really felt the emotion and whatnot, and you just felt the energy change when their moods would shift and whatnot, and like you just felt the difference in emotions, and you really felt all the actors playing their part.
Yeah, it did. It was for sure a more darker tone
Mm-hmm.
of the Odyssey story that's been told. Um,
Numerous times.
yeah, I do like his take. There's a lot of stuff that he did leave out, and there's stuff he added. Um, but if you know the story of the Odyssey and you watch this film, you kind of know. But other than that,
Yeah, I guess that's true. If you already have seen or read the book, even you have an idea of what's going on. But
so
this
yeah,
take is
overall, it is a Christopher Nolan film. It is an adaptation. So just uh just go in knowing that it's his version of the Odyssey. So which I do like. I do like his take on it. Honestly, I'm a big fan.
oh yeah, it's a really good, and I can't wait to see it again. I do plan on seeing it again, see anything that I missed, and just kind of like looking for small details and stuff like that. Because who knows, my opinion on the matter might change about how I feel about this, but there's one thing for sure: that one scene, um, will probably not change my opinion about that. But
I know
other than that, it's a pretty good scene.
it's kind of hard giving a review without talking about spoilers. Not gonna lie, I've
Yeah.
never done this before.
No,
um,
but it is a great movie, and I would do recommend it. What's your rating?
um, my rating. Oh yeah, I did have a rating. I don't know. I have it towards the end. I don't know if we're gonna wait, but I'll just
If
do it
you want to wait
now.
on it, that's
No, we
up
could
to
do it right
you.
now. Honestly, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, not too bad.
yeah,
For me, it's 8.5 out of 10.
really 8.5. I mean,
Yeah.
just half a score lower than me.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's just it's a great movie. There's just a
Um,
couple things like for me, it was just like um, I guess all movie like what is it, like Greek armor or like Trojan armor, it just all looks like Halloween tacky armor to me.
Really, I thought honestly, I love the armor, how it fit on Odysseus and his men. I love the king. I loved every time it showed him. He's just in that big menacing armor.
That was cool. Yeah, that was pretty sick to
I
see.
thought it was sick. And then, um,
No, yeah, but just but everybody else's armor, I don't know, just to me, all that armor, it just looks like Halloween armor to me. But that's
really,
just trying to get my water. But yeah, no, that's just me. Um, yeah, that's why I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Some of the CGI
um,
wasn't.
I do think it's better than Troy.
Troy, oh for sure.
I
Um,
think it's better than Troy. I kind of, I'm kind of curious. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna say that yet. Oh, wait.
let's move on from the spoiler-free review then.
Um, but yeah, you want to get into spoilers now?
Sure. Let's get into some spoilers. What do you got?
Well, I just want to, yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler warning. Yeah,
Spoiler warnings.
we're gonna get into spoilers now. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty. I just wanted to break down the whole movie and yeah,
Well,
just
that
talk
ends
about
my
it.
notes. So this is all from memory. No, I'm just
Really?
kidding.
I mean, I guess so. I do have some quotes from the movie, and then yeah, I just want to break it down. So the whole movie is pretty much spoiler warning. Uh, last warning. So the whole movie is pretty much about the lesson that Odysseus learned is I don't even know what the lesson he learns is, but the it's pretty much guilt, right? He's he's guilty and everything that happens to him is because of the
Oh,
choices he makes.
yeah.
Um, it's like
Because of Zeus's law, and he
yeah,
broke Zeus's law.
so yeah, he broke Zeus's law, so I wanted to get to that. So the whole movie is about Zeus's law. So it starts with the opening starts with a line, uh the time of um it's pretty much saying that the movie is a time of apparent magic. Um
Okay, so that's clearly like people know of like gods and stuff like that, and they think that um a god could be hiding in a bigger form or
so yeah,
whatnot.
there's no gods present in the movie, but they do talk about gods. And
Yeah.
not only that, in the original story and in the I believe in the original movie, it's been a while since I've seen it. I think the last time I saw it was in school. But yeah, there was actual gods in the story of the Homer, like I believe
The
Poseidon and Zeus was a character. Um, but in this one, they just talk about him, like for instance, like in the very beginning of the movie, I don't want to jump ahead, but after they deal with the Cyclops, Poseidon's the one that curses them.
oh yeah, that's what they start saying that they since kill or not killing but hurting the Cyclops, they made Poseidon upset.
Yeah, but it doesn't really show. Well, I guess it didn't really show Poseidon in the. Not that I remember.
No, but they just showed that he controls the seas and that they made their life difficult. Cause up until that point, they were smooth sailing and stuff like that.
I do like the message in this one, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the same message in the original. I honestly, this movie makes me want to read the original book. Um,
Go back and revisit
but yeah,
the the Odyssey.
so yeah, let's break it down. So we did miss the beginning. We did show up. I think like I'm not sure how much we missed, but I do from my research
Unfortunately,
I do we did miss like 5-10 minutes of the film. In the beginning, it starts with Trevor Scott, and he says this quote, or he's singing, I believe. He says, "A face, a fleet, a war, a man, a thought, a trick to break the walls of Troy, and burning, screaming to the ground." It starts with him saying that, and then he's telling the war of
Troy.
Troy, and then and Anne Hathaway's character Penelope says stop, like she doesn't like the story, and then it's Tom Holland complaining to her that she doesn't like all the guests that are in the walls, and it's people taking advantage of her hospitality. And the reason why the reason why they're nice to everyone because it's Zeus's law. Zeus's law is be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, be nice to beggars because it could be a
Be
god
a
in disguise.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. You want to keep going, or you just want you want to jump into any of that?
No, yeah. I'll just yeah, I did find it insane that they all went by Zeus's law, and then just with Odysseus trying to travel back with that mindset of Zeus's law.
Huh?
Um, and there are points in time where they're like, "Oh, well, what if they don't even know what that is?" But I thought it was just like not not selfish, but it can be abused, like how they were
Yeah, like the men were abusing them.
abusing the hospitality of the queen, pretty much.
Yeah.
I thought that was it showed how brutal people can get, I guess, or like greedy and stuff like that,
And
because they were
then,
just waiting for a dead man that they thought was dead.
well, not only that, most of them was trying to like be the next king
Yeah.
and get the throne. But speaking of gods in disguise, the trainer, the one that trains Tom Holland's character, not the blind guy, but the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the original stories, that's Athena in disguise. Because Tom Holland, he even says, he tells the trainer, he says, "You have wise eyes, Athena's eyes." And
Oh,
then in the in the original story, it's revealed that the trainer is
Athena.
Athena. There's also a beggar in the beginning. And Tom Holland brings in a beggar, and he's treated poorly, but not by Tom. Tom's character. That's also Athena. It's revealed, but it's not revealed in the movie. And then even towards the end, when he tells Odysseus, he says the trainer has. He says the line again. He has wise eyes, Athena's eyes, and he tells him to stop looking for men and gods.
Oh yeah, I do
Um,
remember that. And there was that one scene where he was talking about pretty much the same thing, that like a god can be in somebody. Um and then as soon as he's saying that, like, oh, Zeus could strike you down right now, and
and
thunder
then the
just,
thunder comes. Yeah, because I'm
yeah.
telling you, that god was. That beggar was Athena.
Yeah, I thought that was insane.
Yeah, I thought that was cool,
That, that,
but
that
I
was that
like
was
that.
spine
That's what
chilling.
I mean. There's no gods present. Like, you don't know if that
But you
was
sensed
coincident.
that they're there, yeah.
Like that. That blind guy. So I don't know his name. I forgot his name, but the that blind character says that it was a coincidence that he got lucky for the thunderstorm.
Yeah, but I don't think it was coincidence. I think it could have actually been a god in disguise.
Yeah,
But
that's what
we
I'm saying. But there's no
eventually,
actual proof. There's no actual proof of that.
no, yeah, but you just leave it. It lingers in your mind, like, oh, what it could have been, or what could be.
Um,
It just leaves you with that lingering feeling that makes you think about the world, and like, oh, you feel their why things go the way they are and stuff like that.
Well, even the movie, it starts with so it starts kind of like in the present day during that time. It's, I would say 19 years, right? Would it be 19 years, or no? It'd be 10. So it's already 20 years after. So it starts with 20 years after Odysseus leaves. We see Tom Holland and Anne's character. It starts with their situation, and then it cuts to Matt Damon, Odysseus, but he's in the island with Cersei,
Calypso.
Calypso. Um, oh, whoops, yeah, Calypso. Oh yeah, right there. Whoops, my bad, wrong person. But yeah, thank you for catching that. So yeah, he's on the island of Calypso, and then this is where he kind of changed it. Calypso's feeding him the lotus flower,
Yeah, I
and
thought that was interesting because it's just like, wait, what's going on? Like, did I miss something?
so
But
it
I do like the way that it was told, the back and forth of it, because you pretty much got like um three stories in one, if that makes sense.
So yeah, it's told through like segments. Like you're right.
Yeah, it's like they're told through memory.
We see the we're in the present, and then we're in the past, and we're in the present. But I believe that's how the original story was also told. Um, it's him telling Calypso the story.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's him going through. Oh no, well, he did go through the island, but he does go through each island. But I think he goes to the island that Calypso's on, and it stays there for 7 years, and then he leaves because she's um feeding him the blue lotus to make him stay, pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's in the movie, but
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about
in
for
the
the
book, he's
original.
actually there willingly, I believe.
That could be the case too, but
Um,
um,
but yeah, in
it's
the
been a while.
movie, she's feeding him lotus flower. But then she's trying to help him gain his memory. So so then the movie, the story is told through Odysseus telling a story to Calypso. It starts with uh after the battle of the Trojan War. They leave, and I think,
Oh, I'm just realizing like now toward the end it all syncs up together.
yeah. So like,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
uh,
that's that's I get it now. I understand. That's pretty cool.
it's a little different the way the message is told in this one. Like it said when he says it when he listens to the siren. He doesn't want to go home. So remember when they all leave, uh, he he tells the other fleets like, oh, like we're gonna take a different path. We'll take the risk. We'll get home faster. And they stop pedaling, and he's like, let's we'll ride the winds. And I think that's what I love about this movie. So I think in the original book, the first island they hit is the Cyclops Island.
Yeah.
And then after that
Will they all
island,
get trapped?
they get
Follow a flock of sheep to get trapped into eventually get trapped in a cave. Jesus.
and I do want to talk about that scene in a minute. But yeah, after that island, they get cursed by Poseidon.
Poseidon
But I think they were cursed ever since they left Troy.
left Troy
Yeah, no,
because they broke Zeus's law.
because they broke Zeus's law. Yeah, you got that too.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
That makes
dude.
that makes sense. And then
Um,
he even says it as well um at the end too when he's posing as a beggar. Um
yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about the beginning
without
without
talking
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 about
about
the
the
end.
end. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm
Let's
trying
go
to,
through. Okay,
I do
I,
want to go through it, like,
I
but like, I'm trying to talk about the beginning, but it's like, fuck, you need to like,
you gotta understand the end to get yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's full circle. It's a whole full circle
Yeah, it
moment, and that's
is.
why I love the movie.
Yeah, and that's why I just piece it together right now because it seems it's three choppy segments, and then it all converges into one ending, and it all comes full circle, and you understand it. All right, so let's
All
go on
right,
to the
let's just
island.
yeah, let's start with the first island.
Yeah,
So the first island is the Cyclops,
Cyclops. Yeah,
which I believe was shot in the same island that it took place in the stories, um, which is fucking cool.
do you know the name of the
I
island?
don't know the name of the islands. I didn't write it down. But if you look it up, that's what some of them was, not all of them. And then there were some locations that they had there's some locations that they had asked permission to film. Like there's certain castles that are the real castles. That was cool. And then the city of Troy was an actual built set. They built the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty
in the
cool.
middle of the desert, and all the fire was actually just LED lights. It just made it look like fire. Like if you look at the city of Troy, you could see the lighting, and it looks like fire, right? Like moving.
I didn't. Really?
Yeah, you'll see.
I gotta
You know what I
look at
mean
that
once you see
next.
it again. But yeah, the first island is the Cyclops Island, which
I thought it was
amazing scene,
I thought it was fucking pretty amazing,
fucking
dude.
sick. It turns into a horror movie.
Yeah, it makes you feel fearful.
But like, okay, so Odysseus is not a good person. He makes the poorest decisions. He carelessly leads his men into this cave, and he sees which I thought was cool.
Yeah, but they okay. So at this point, we don't know or we don't understand or we don't know that he's a shitty person yet. But right now he's following Zeus's law.
I guess I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because I know the story.
Yeah, you know what happens next.
But I always saw when I just saw the cockiness and the.
Yeah, I guess you could say that too. When
I don't know if I just clicked it right away because I know the story originally, but I just like as soon as like he walks in, he's just like, oh.
I'm the shit, I'm the guy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, like he
Only
sees
I
the
can string this
cheese, he eats
bow.
the cheese, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, it tastes good, and he's like, well, welcome the owner, and
Yeah,
then
no, I guess you're right.
you know,
It does show off pretty early that um but I to me is they're just trying to follow Zeus's law, what they believe
I
in.
guess so, yeah, I guess so because Zeus's law, they welcome everyone,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, beforehand they do say, "Oh, well, what if they don't even know who Zeus is for that matter?"
oh, you're right, he does says that.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I was gonna say they broke the moment Troy fell was the moment they broke Zeus's law, like, and
For like
changed
in yeah,
everything.
ever since then they were
So
cursed already.
not only that, the whole world broke Zeus's law. They even say something about it. Fuck, I forget what they say, but like pretty much no one ever since the.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do remember saying that because or them saying that because then that general got pretty much assassinated. Um
Yeah, it was during how, huh? Oh, all right, we gotta get there.
all right, let's finish. Let's finish. We're getting
But
ahead of
yeah,
ourselves.
so the Cyclops, you just see a big hand come in, and then you see his shadow. Pretty much, just you just see this shape, and then he closes
Uh,
the cave, and
the
it's just fucking dark, and all
pitch
you see
black.
is the
The sheep,
fire.
yeah, the fire and the sheep walking around.
And then some of his men get picked off one by one.
Dude, that was like, just thinking about it now, and then you just see his hand like just start to grab, and
Bro, Christopher Nolan should make a horror movie.
dude, that'd be like it. It went like quiet, like you felt like you were in the dark. You felt the eeriness, somebody watching you. That scene was eerie. It was like
Yeah, dude, the just the whole scene with the Cyclops, I heard a lot of people didn't like it because it lasted too long, but I feel like that was the best part of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Well, there's a lot of good moments. I'm not gonna say it was the best part. I do have a best part, but the whole Cyclops just once we're in that scene, I was just like, okay, I'm in. Like,
yeah,
this is a
like it
fucking dope
like
ass fucking movie. The Cyclops design is so unique. The way
so actual like humanoid
he does
like.
look humanoid, but like he has one eye, but it's like
Yeah,
twisted, and he has a nose, but it's like twisted. It just looks like a human face, but like
turned sideways.
turned sideways. And I thought that was a pretty cool.
I did like the way that it looked too.
It did look
It
so
was
creepy,
yeah.
huh?
It did look creepy.
And then I think I noticed too is he got rid of the famous line, "My name is nobody."
Or
Uh,
no man.
no, or yeah, no man. There's some stories. I guess the original is nobody. He says, "My name is nobody," but the one I read, I remember he's saying, "My name is no man."
I see.
But that's I don't
When he tricks the
the other
Cyclops.
Cyclops. I don't know if it was a budget thing because he didn't want to add other Cyclopses, but I think it went well. He said in an interview that he tried to add it in, but it just sounded like a pun, and it wouldn't have worked, so he just took it out. Which I was waiting for that, but there is a nod to it when they stab him in the eye, and then one of his men is like, he can speak. Should we try to
To
communicate?
reason with
Yeah,
it.
should we try to reason with it? And he's like,
Yeah, we're past that
I
point.
think we're past that point. And then I was like, okay, it's kind of a nod to the
The
original
original.
story,
Yeah,
which
no,
I thought was cool.
I thought that was pretty funny. It was like, well, there's no point at this point. What are you gonna do? Like, sorry, I stabbed you in the eye. Can you let me out? But the Cyclops was creepy, and the first thing, like me, I didn't expect for him to just straight fucking grab him and just like
Yeah,
he's
he
a
eats him,
fucking
and then when he's chewing him, the arm just falls
yeah,
like when you're eating food and a crumb falls.
yeah. I thought that was like so gross, dude. That was insane. And he just spits out the armor
Oh,
like
towards
as
the
a
end.
yeah, like no, he did it once and then it does it again as like a fuck you, pretty much. Um,
Yeah, which I thought was cool because the Cyclops, it did seem like a monster, but it seemed like an intelligent monster.
yeah,
Like
like
he
he knew what he was doing and
like he
whatnot.
had a flock of sheep. He knew that he had to let the flock of sheep out. So I think that's why he never added the whole dialogue sound part with the Cyclops because he found a way where they could escape just to leave with the herd.
Yeah.
Which he they did. That's how they do it in the original. Um, but
I
yeah, I thought that
thought they
was
were going to I thought they were going to skin some of the sheep and use
yeah
their
they
fur.
yeah I thought that too. They did do that. I believe in one of the movies I saw.
Yeah. But they got what was it? Hey, I
It
think it
was a
was
hay, and they
yeah,
just
they
used
got
it in the
hay.
side.
Which was, works as well.
Well, yeah, and then I noticed too. He started feeling armor. So the next, when he felt the armor, his hand started. Instead of like being lazy, feeling the sheep, he started like.
It turned his hand to
He started firming it, so he was waiting for the next one.
oh yeah.
But yeah,
I
and
did
then
notice that
they
too.
escape, and then he noticed that they escaped, so he spits out the hammer like as a fuck you, and then that's another scene too where Odysseus is very selfish. Um, he gets mad and he lets his anger
Get the best of him.
and he shoots the Cyclops and then the Cyclops start chasing him and it kills several of his men.
Yeah. What I didn't expect was for him to fucking jump in the water.
Oh yeah, he jumped in the fucking water and then he ate like three of them and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh fuck,
that was
dude.
insane. I
Thought
was
you
like,
were
all right.
safe, dude."
Yeah, I thought he was dead. Like that was it. And then
I did expect when he gets stabbed in the eye, the scream that the Cyclops does is so loud.
yeah, it was.
I did expect during that scene that his brothers were gonna show up or other Cyclops were gonna show up.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but it never happened because that's what it happened in the original story. But yeah, then after that it cuts back to present day, and then it shows Tom Holland. He knows his dad's alive, but everyone's telling him that he's dead, and they want uh Anne Hathaway's character to remarry. And then he ends up going to a different island, and he's talking to John Berthold's character, and then he tells him more about the Battle of Troy, and that's when we learn.
The yeah,
I did,
that's where we learned that he fought with him and he was inside of the Trojan horse, and how they took down Troy. I thought that part was pretty cool because we got the inside look of how they did it. Um,
yeah, I did like that story. I liked how the inside, how they're just they're not in armor, they're all sweating.
Literally like the worst fucking place you want to be. They're all pissing and shitting on
Yeah,
themselves.
dude. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, they're pissing and shitting on themselves. So it's by the beach, the shore. So some of them
Yeah, we're
were
drowning.
drowning, and they're just at this point they're just standing on dead bodies, and
Yeah, like some of them didn't make it out until eventually, like,
which I thought was crazy.
and they
Like,
killed the fucking messenger too.
are you talking about Elliot Page's character?
Oh, is that who that was? Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I thought Elliot Page's so I thought he was playing or I thought they were playing
Achilles.
Achilles, but they're playing a different character. Sion, is that how you say it? Or Sinon?
Sinon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
Sinon.
Sinon.
Um, which he says that he was a great warrior. And then they say Odysseus says that they are. I think it's John Berthal's character speaking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He says that they're hiding in the Trojan horse. They didn't tell anyone, not even their greatest warrior, and he stayed behind. I don't know if he was waiting for his crew or something, but he stayed behind, and the Trojan army showed up and um, pretty much killed him. And it was in front of Odysseus, but he didn't know that because there was a wall between them. Which I thought was sad, but it was cool. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
like Elliot Page's character. I liked his performance.
It was a it was a trip seeing him come back from hell.
Yeah, that whole sequence was a fucking trip. Um,
Oh, for sure. That just that whole scene alone when they're talking about what happened in the Trojan.
yeah,
Uh,
I did like the Trojan War. I thought it was badass. The whole thing coming out. I like how Matt Damon's like kind of weak, but he has to like because he's been in there for like
so long,
days,
yeah,
and
hasn't ate
then
anything and still has to put up a fight, pretty much.
yeah, dude.
It just shows like the determination of wanting to take down Troy, pretty much, to burn it down to the ground. But then, he also does realize that he fucked up and he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, the whole war is just a war between selfish needs and I mean you've seen the movie Troy, you know what causes the war. But yeah, that whole sequence, the whole every time we go to Troy, I always thought it was fucking badass, and I honestly I was like I was thinking too, it would have been dope if we got a Troy movie before the Odyssey.
That would have been cool.
It would be cool if he made like kind of a trilogy. I don't know what the third film would have been, but it would have been cool if the first one was Troy and the second one was the Odyssey. And I feel like that movie would have hit more. And it
Because
would
it's
have
just like
been
a
not
continuation.
only that, it probably the Odyssey probably wouldn't have been as long if they did that because I know all the Troy stuff, all the Battle of Troy. But then again, I'll take that back because I believe Christopher Nolan did add because all the Battle of Troy stuff they did add to the Odysseus story, not the Odysseus story, the Odyssey. Um, and that's his take on it, and the whole Trojan War has to do with his story
Yeah,
because it's a whole full
it's
circle moment.
yeah, because it's him going literally from the war to home. So we like gotta understand how he felt during that time. Understand who he was as a general, and why he does the things that he does. To me, that's just what we see as an audience. Like, we're getting to know this character and why he's um making all these decisions that he would make, because because he's the smartest um general at that time.
Um, I think well, you find out why he makes all the decisions, and I think we'll get it to a minute. Um, that's why it's so hard to talk about it without. Uh,
Jumping to the end.
yeah. But yeah, after that he goes into the second island, and the second island is the island of the giants.
Yeah,
And that whole that sequence is the sequence that reminded me of
Clash
Clash
of the
of the
Titans.
Titans. Yeah.
That was the scene that I was talking about the CGI.
With the baby, with the kid, huh? The kid looked fake.
No, just the like um everything about it.
That wasn't CGI.
Not the kid. The
The giants weren't CGI.
really the Giants
They
weren't
weren't. They
CGI.
weren't. It was practical effects. So the way they filmed that, they filmed it the same way with the Cyclops. Is they filmed one scene with all the people there, and Tom Holland says it himself. They look small. They didn't look giant. They look regular size. They filmed it, and then they filmed one scene with the people, with the main actors, and then they merged the scene, making the giants look bigger. But no, those giants weren't CGI at all.
Really.
Yeah,
Well, even the forest moving too.
I didn't think, dude. I didn't think none of that looked fake. No,
Really.
well, I knew this. Okay, so I knew this giants weren't CGI. So they, for me, they didn't look fake. It's like I think what happened was with the Superman. There's a with the new Superman that came out, the James Gunn movie.
Mm.
There's a scene where it's him flying, and people are saying it looks fake, but they're then James Gunn posted, they're like, hey, that's not that. It's not CGI. That's actually like him.
In that pose.
Yeah, and it just looks fake for some reason.
No, cause to me the armor like reminded me of like the Lord of the Rings armor, like how it's all
Yeah, so
shiny and stuff like
that
that.
was new in the original story. I believe they're throwing rocks, and they throw rocks at the ships that break the ships. Uh,
I like this take better. I don't know. To me, that
yeah,
scene just looked. To me, that scene just looked fake
I
to
did
me.
like his. I did like how they're wearing all armor and they have swords and
Because they're
they're just fucking
intelligent
swinging
beings.
around, and I like how they just break the fucking ships and kill everyone.
Yeah, and they just looked
They're
humanoid
brutal.
like.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
brutal as fuck, dude.
I thought that was sick. The way they like, I don't know if the forest was working with them, if they were controlling the forest, or whatever the case may be. But that was cool how they like pretty much trapped them and it's like jab, jab, jab.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. And then literally right after that, it's the same island too. Uh, they just go to a different
The pretty much another coastline.
another coastline, and then they land at the witch's house, which is I believe that one's Cersei, the witch. Uh, that's the one I have. So yeah, she turns the men into pigs.
Yeah, I thought that scene was like
That scene, yeah. So when they're just eating, and then she just starts molding them.
molding them. I thought that
I
was
thought that
like
whole scene was
gruesome.
yeah, it was disturbing, but it was a really good scene.
Yeah, it was
Um,
disturbing.
but honestly, I don't know if it's just me because I knew everything that was gonna happen. I knew that I knew already that they were gonna turn into pigs. But I
I did like the way how he found out.
yeah, I was gonna say that the way the reveal and how he found out they're humans.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting because he was just going about it, and like he does his signature bowstring when he's
Oh, dude.
the little tune that he does with his bow. I thought that was pretty cool. Just he's just regularly trying to or like just trying to hunt like normal, and then he gets the kill, and all of a sudden he just find out that it's a person.
Yeah, I did like that reveal. I thought that was cool. And then when he goes to retrieve his man, um, he knew right away that that was his man, and he just played along.
Yeah. You knew something was wrong when or something was up when she said to leave all the armor and stuff at the door or outside. Cause you saw all the armor that
Yeah.
was
Oh
left
yeah. With
there.
the man. I thought that was crazy. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, leave all the armor outside," and then you see the other armor, but then again, you see the leaves in the grass like grow with it, so it's been there for a while.
Yeah. So like there was a after the fact where they get turned back into human. Um she leaves her sisters left of the crow.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that, and there was that's another example of this Odysseus. They made him more loyal because like with when we're speaking when he was with Calypso, he wasn't there willingly, which I think in the original story he was. And then with this scene, I believe in the original he has to sleep with he seduces Cersei in order for her to change. Um,
Her men back, his men back,
yeah, but in this one he threatens the crow, and the crow is her
her
sister,
sister.
which is I believe is another witch or god.
I thought that was an interesting take. But then there's also a line that's spit in there where Odysseus is, I think this is pretty much his right hand man. Um, I forget his name. Um, I forget his name, but he's having a conversation with one of his men, and he's pretty much saying like, "Oh, your gods did this." Pretty much saying like there's different gods out there and stuff like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know exactly what he said.
No, that's, I think that's what he said, that your gods did this, so like his gods will have to fix this or something like that, or that he'll have to pray for that he'll have to pray for her or something like that. But I thought that that was interesting because he's acknowledging that there are other gods instead of saying like there's only the Greek gods.
Are you talking about the same scene when the pig scene?
Yeah, like after they get turned back and go back to the ship.
Interesting. No, I have to rewatch that. I don't remember that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
What I thought was interesting when he's talking to her, trying to convince her to turn them back into pigs, and she's like, "Why? This is what they really are. They're just they're animals. They just take what they want."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "They just want to go home." And then she's like, "Okay." And then when she's turning them back, she's like, "Uh, go back into your disguises," and they turn into humans. And then she's like, "Go back into your disguises."
Yeah, I noticed that
And
too,
I was
and I
like,
was
"That's
like, that's
that's
interesting.
crazy, right?" She's pretty much saying that the human form is their
Is it
disguise,
disguised?
and then the
Yeah.
real form is
Is
them being
what?
pigs.
Yeah, that they're pigs and all
I
that.
thought that was a cool little detail. I thought that was dope.
But it does show that, like, it does show, um, it does show their character because you see that throughout the film and their willingness or
Yeah,
their
that's
to like
the
take what they want.
that's the whole message of the movie. Pretty much, men are the true monsters.
Yeah. I was gonna say we're at the end of the movie. This is, but
It's so hard,
I
dude. It
know.
really is. But yeah, where do they go after that? Oh,
uh.
that's okay. Yeah, he talks to the witch, and then the witch is like, "You gotta go to hell."
Oh
And that's where
yeah.
you get your answers.
And that's where you'll get your next.
And that whole sequence tripped me the fuck out, dude. I was tripping out that whole sequence. It was shot in Iceland, but it looked the way they filmed the
The way it
way
looked, dude, was
yeah,
insane.
the all it's
Yeah.
all like dark and they had a I like how it's just nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing there and then they
Like
had to
it's
dig a
just
hole.
barren.
They put the shield there and then they
Killed
murder
or
two
sacrificed
sheep.
some sheep.
I believe I don't know where they got
Uh,
the sheep,
I don't know.
but
They probably took it from the fucking
Cyclops. But this is
Cyclops.
like, well,
Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the blood's there, and then I believe that's a god, right? Or that's like death, the god of death, or
Yeah, it's
something.
Hades. He
Was
talked
that
to
Hades?
Hades. Yeah.
So yeah, Hades. Was that really Hades? That was not Hades.
I think
I
it
believe there
was.
was no god present in this film at all.
That's what they said. That was Hades.
Interesting, but yeah, I guess so. I guess there is gods present. But yeah, I guess Hades appears, and then it's a bunch of soldiers and it's like it's
That was
fallen men, it's your fallen men, and then he talks to Sinon, and then he drinks. In order to speak to him, he has to drink the blood. So he drinks the blood, and then he could speak to Odysseus, and then he tells him that it was originally his brother,
Who was supposed to go to the war?
not him. And then he was like pretty much saying he betrayed him and his men. That his men are all gonna die. And then he talks to his master, which I thought was cool when they see him. He just hovers. He just like you just see his he just starts going forward, and then
Yeah,
everyone even after death,
they
everyone
still
kneels.
respect him and
They
kneels.
all
Yeah,
kneel, dude. And I was like, dude, that shit's fucking aura, dude. Even after
yeah.
death, and
Like
then
you got that much power
I
even
love the
after
mess,
death.
dude. They're so respect. Like I thought the whole film, they're the bad guys. That's the whole point of the film. They're not good people. He is a bad person, but still the respect they have for each other. Like I
Yeah,
thought there's no scenes where it shows him disrespecting his man. And then when he's talking to him, he's like how are you here? He's like I died. Don't make my mistake. Don't expect people to accept you
with open
with
arms.
open arms. Go in disguise.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
that plays in a part later on, but that feel like
Yeah,
that's pretty
that
cool.
does. He warns them, and then he tells them like, "Oh, you could go home, but all your men are gonna die."
Yeah,
Um,
I found that insane and just like he knew the cost of going home, of what it would take.
but he was saying he was like, "Oh, I could define the gods." But then again,
They kept telling him, but will your crew be able to do the same? Like,
yeah, you can save your men from the gods, but you can't save your men from themselves.
yeah. And I thought that was powerful, and I was like,
Dude, all the bars are
damn.
just,
Yeah,
but like I'm saying,
they're just
they're all said
dropping them there.
they're all said by American accents, so they're all like deep and dark, and they're just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it just the tone is just so like dark. It's not like there's
It's
no
not
like it's
dramatic.
not said poetically.
I think that's what he was trying to portray.
Yeah, and I do like that. I do like that a lot. It's just such a theme. But yeah, that whole sequence tripped me the fuck out. Um,
No, yeah, I thought, oh, yeah, that really drove the narrative forward for sure, because it gave him the next direction, like not only to go, but in actual like in life for when he gets home. And I really thought that just even the whole thing, the way that it was shot too, and so cool. Like just the how it pretty much looked like black and white. Like it looks like it was shot in black and white, but it really wasn't. I thought that was so
yeah,
cool.
I did like how Hell looked a lot. It was pretty trippy, and then all the men start chasing them towards the end.
Yeah, to me that gave me Jack
Yeah, I was
Sparrow.
gonna say that, or he just
It's
fucking.
like
Yeah, I know what you mean. I agree. I kind of was hoping it happened. I was like, it has to be. It also reminded me of uh Clash of the Titans because they go to the underworld as well. The whole journey just reminded me so much of Clash of the Titans. It could have been a sequel, dude. This is like Clash of the Titans 3. But yeah, that
I can
whole
see where
I
you're
knew
coming
they were
from.
gonna start running after them, and I was gonna be like, even in my head, I would have been like, it would have been sick if they started chasing them. And I was like, okay, it does fucking happen. He's like, who are all these men? Everyone that have questions, and they fucking start. But then again, they don't attack. Like they stop on the beach. I think they just all wanted to talk to him, but he didn't have time for everyone.
Yeah, he had to go and like, but he did say the one way that they can be honored is if you leave home and go west.
Yeah, and I do like that. And then we'll get back to that. But yeah, after that, the wormhole.
I thought that was pretty cool. In the 1997 one in the Homer, you see that it's a actual monster, like with teeth at the bottom of it.
Really?
Yeah. For this one, it's pretty much just looks like a whirlpool.
But then
but
that monster's there on the
on
right.
the right,
It's
yeah,
like
it
so.
still kills him too.
I forgot what monster it was, but it's a has a whole story. It has a bunch of faces, and it's a female, and it has a whole. It lays in that nest, so it has six mouths, and it kills six of the men, and then you see it go back into the nest. There's
Yeah,
a whole story there, which I thought was cool, and there's a lot of that in the movie where you have it doesn't explain it, you just have to know.
but then again, also too, they are just going through. They don't know what to expect, so it's giving us that journey as well. Like we don't know what to expect or what's gonna happen. The and with that situation too, it's like it's the um what is it called, the trolley situation, the train trolley situation. It's either kill one person or kill five people.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting take on that
But yeah, he
situation
wanted to
too.
take the worm pool at first. This is what I noticed. He said, "Let's take the worm pool at first," and then the other guy, that's played by, oh, fuck, I don't even know his name. But yeah, anyways, which I thought was a good, which is another thing I didn't highlight. I should have highlighted in my spoiler for review. The diversity in this film, like there's so much diversity, which I loved. Like in both sides, there's people of multiple color, and it's not just white people or just one specific race, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, this guy was like, "Oh, we're gonna take this path. Uh, it's too risky," and then he's like, "All right," and then he just waits for the six people to die. He originally was gonna have. So I remember in the original story, they go in the worm pool, and then that's when his six men die. Or that's when all his men die, and then he goes to
The Calypso's Island,
Calypso's island.
and then he stays there for 7 years, and then he goes home.
But in this one, the six people die, and then they go to the Sun God's island. They eat the kettle, and then they leave, and then they die. But then if you see, they're saying, I think they go to the wormhole after that, but it's just off camera because when he's telling the story to Calypso, because it cuts back and forth to him telling the
Yeah,
story to Calypso. He's picking up boat pieces from the wreckage.
cause that's when he got struck by lightning.
That's what I'm saying, and that's when all his men died, but he's the only one that survived.
Cause he got separated from them, and he floated onto
And I
Calypso's
feel like
Island.
at that point, that's when that movie. I was gonna say kick off because it already did because all that sequence, but that third act was just so good, dude. When he's returning to his island, he
Yeah,
takes the
I
raft.
feel like at that point, that's when the stories start to merge.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it kicks off.
I wouldn't use that term,
Yeah,
but yeah, yeah,
but you know what
I
I
get,
mean.
yeah. Like it starts to come full circle. Like you understand, um, the three stories coming together. Like he was first telling the story of Odysseus, and then we get the whole political side of it, and then we get him at Calypso's island, or and then once we get to um once we get past the Sun God's island, that's where it starts to merge together, I feel like. And then we get caught up, and now she starts telling us about how um he's been trying to help him for get his memory back, but the lotus flower is keeping him there.
Hmm.
I thought that was an interesting choice, but it was also a good choice because instead of spending 7 years at Calypso's Island, he's already there, and we're catching up to Calypso's island.
Yeah, that's why I like how the story you're talking about how the story was told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. And then after he gets his memory back, we learn while he we as the audience learn the same time he learns what
Yeah.
happened, and then he gets his memory back, and then he goes back. He I like how he takes that wrath and he lets Zeus and Poseidon, literally he lets Jesus take the wheel, and then he wakes up and it's Athena, and he's like, "Where am I?" And then she's like, "You don't know." She's like,
You're
"What?
on home.
You don't know what your home looks like?" And then he's like, he's pretty much home, but not really, because he's talking to his blind friend, and um, he tells his blind that blind dude. He tells him, "Oh my god," because I keep saying blind guy. He tells the blind guy, he tells him that he's a follower of Odysseus.
John Legrington.
He's one of his men, and he's like, "Where's Odysseus?" And he's like, he wants to come home, but he can't yet. Like he says something like along those lines.
Oh, that he's on his way,
Yeah,
and
he's on his way,
he sent me ahead to check on things.
pretty much. And then he tells them about his son, that he's gonna get ambushed. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that was Matt Damon. It took me a while when it's because so after he's speaking to a blind guy, it cuts to Tom Holland's character, and I don't know where he's at, but he's talking to a beggar. But we've seen him before. He's always nice to beggars. He brings them into his home, and then uh, these people are about to kill him, and then this beggar looks. They're like, okay, this beggar looks important. Like he looks wise. He looks like he can uh, hold his own. And then he saves Tom Holland's character. He starts killing all these dudes. I didn't know it was fucking Odysseus at all, dude. Did you know it was
Did you
Odysseus?
really? You
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't know it was
know?
Odysseus at all. He kills all the men, and I think this is just a new character. And then he starts talking to Tom Holland, and then I'm just like, wait, and then it goes because it doesn't look like him at all. He has a different demeanor. He has a different structure.
Yeah,
And then when he starts speaking and you see his face, you're like, oh wait, that's fucking Matt Damon. And it took me. He had to kill like 10 men in order for me to find out that was him.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, I didn't know that was him.
He had to
Um,
take down the whole squad for you to figure out that it
yeah,
was.
no, dead ass. I literally thought it was a new character. I thought it was a god or something, and I was like, okay, this is like it's gonna
like
be
new
like
fighter
I
has
thought it was
joined
gonna
the
I
batch.
thought it was Athena or something because Athena was the trainer or some shit. But
Oh, but actually, the trainer. Um, if you were confused about it, the trainer should have gave it away because when you see the trainer dying, he looks at Odysseus's face, and it's like a face of joy, of relief, of happiness before he
so
dies.
that trainer is supposed to be Athena, supposedly in the original story, and then the beggar in the beginning was also Athena, so that's why I thought it was Athena. But I guess I know what you mean.
I thought that was pretty cool because in that moment, um as he was dying, he had hope for, like, he had a sense of joy, a sense of relief. Like, he died peacefully at that point in time. And I thought that that was really cool because you see his emotion on his face, and it was joyous,
Hmm.
uplifting, and I thought that was interesting
Isn't
to
that the
point that in
same
there.
guy that's gonna was supposed to play Kratos?
Was it?
I believe so.
I'm not 100% sure.
I gotta look it up, but then now he's not playing Kratos. Damn, that sucks. But anyways, I was gonna say something to that. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, we get that whole scene with him, Odysseus saving his son, and then he's pretty much telling them the plan. That he tells him the same thing he told the blind guy, that he's like, hey, I I work for one of your father's men, and he's like, oh, is there more of you? He's like, no, it's just me and Odysseus and you. And then he tells him his whole plan. They're getting ready, and then I like, this is the best scene in the movie. Um, I'm gonna have to give props to Matt Damon and Tom Holland, because this scene alone almost made me cry. And I think you know what scene I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure everyone listening, if you are listening, you know what scene I'm talking about. They're walking up to the palace, and then he
uh,
notices the dog,
uh,
and then yeah, and then he goes to pet the dog. The dog knows it's Odysseus,
yeah.
and it starts wagging its tail, but barely, with all the strength it has left, and then it dies. It dies like it's almost
No,
like
cause it you
it,
you you hear it
because okay, in the beginning we see the dog, we see that the dog was going to
even
be thrown away, and then Odysseus is like, no, I'll train it myself, and he ends up training it. It becomes a hunting dog.
I don't know if you noticed, but while Tom Holland is training, he says the dog will live 20 years or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, and it took Odysseus 20
20
years
years.
to get back. And as he said, he'll die when he sees his master again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was waiting for Odysseus, so I thought
Yeah,
that whole scene was just
that
sad. And
was a
then
powerful scene.
when Tom Holland's
Like
character, he
figured that out.
knows, yeah, he sees the dog, and he's like, he knows at that moment that it's
That's
Odysseus.
Odysseus.
And then he even says something. He's like,
Where you found or where you first met him, huh?
yeah, he knows it's him. Like you can see the
The
tears coming in his
tears.
eyes. They want to hug, but they can't, because
Yeah.
they'll give it away. And then he's like, "You're Odysseus." He's like, "No, I'm a beggar." And and
He was pretty much saying, like you look like a great prince of Odysseus or whatnot. Pretty much like praising him and stuff like that.
yeah, he's saying, if when Odysseus meets you, I'm sure he'll be proud.
Yeah.
Um, I
And
thought that
just
was cool.
yeah, I thought that scene was powerful. I do understand.
Um,
It almost made me cry too, just thinking about it now. I'm just
that was
like
honestly the best scene in the movie. I'm not gonna lie, that was
that
such
was
a good
a
performance for both
a
Matt
great
Damon and Tom
powerful
Holland.
scene.
After the dog scene, he's talking to Penelope, his wife.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that too. It looked like a confession to me. Um,
Which kind of was, huh?
yeah, I thought it was like from a religious standpoint, it looked like, her being like the priest and him being just a regular person trying to confess like what he's done, and him realizing what he's done wasn't the way to go.
Hmm.
So I thought the way they shot that was pretty powerful too, and just the way that he was confessing, and then how how you see why Athena was who she was.
Yeah, so I did like that whole scene, how it was the aftermath of Troy. It's
Yeah,
he tells his story, and it's the whole guilt and regret.
him pretty much being traumatized of the whole
Where yeah, so
situation.
the whole Trojan story, the whole Trojan War isn't the heroic story that everyone made out to be, which I thought was pretty good. Which yeah, it reminds me a lot of Game of Thrones, because there's a lot of backlash on, like, there's great wars, but there's backlash to the great wars.
Yeah, like it with this one, like yeah, they may have won the war, but did they win the war?
Yeah, and that whole thing with Athena, which the whole full circle moment is, Athena was a young girl in the Troy city that was slaughtered during the Troy War.
She was the princess, or not the princess, but like the I guess it would be princess because they wouldn't have chopped her head off for no reason.
No, yeah, she was just a regular citizen.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a young girl.
I see. Well, I
The
guess
princess was the one with the scar on her face.
that was the Princess of Troy.
Yeah, that was the princess of Troy.
Oh,
He
I
says that
see.
he's like she has the face that'll launch 500,000 ships, and then she turns her head, and he's like now just 500 because she has the whole because he punished her because she's the one that caused the Trojan War or the Troy War.
I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah, you seen the movie, right? He's that prince steals her, and then they go to
Yeah.
get her. And
Yeah. It's been a while, but I get it now. I get it now.
um, what I was saying, yeah. So that he kills they kill that girl, and that's pretty much his guilt. That's why he sees Athena as
Zendaya.
Zendaya. And it's that whole. It goes back to he doesn't want to go home. That's what I liked about it. It's a whole full circle. It wasn't Poseidon uh cursing them. They were cursed ever since they left Troy. Ever since they
They
left
left
Troy,
Troy.
because they broke Zeus's
Zeus's law.
law. Zeus's law is fight with honor. That's why when he hunts, he does the
Oh yeah, I do remember him saying that.
sound
To give them a fighting
to give them
chance.
a fighting chance. Them sneaking into Troy wasn't honorable.
Yeah, it
It
broke Zeus's
it
law.
broke Zeus's law, so they broke Zeus's law just doing that. And uh, when they won Troy, like I said, they're literally just slaughtering innocent people and burning down houses and whatnot. And that's why all those men went to hell.
Yeah,
Um,
that I found that really like insane too, cause like they talk about Zeus's law, like all throughout the movie,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
then once he talks about the Trojan War, or not the, yeah, I guess you would say it.
Trojan War.
Yeah, right. The Trojan War. Then he's like, well, we just broke the number one rule we aren't supposed to break, and he's realizing that too. And um, I feel like in that scene where he pretty much says like Jesus takes the wheel, I feel like that's him trying to make amends.
Yeah, like he learns a whole. I'm pretty sure he learns his lesson, but that's what I mean. At the beginning, after the war, for him, it was he realizes what they've done. He realizes the trauma, and it was just his guilt. Is what drove him not to go home. All the decisions he made was because he felt guilty. Like when he's like, "Oh, we'll let the winds take us." He didn't really want to go home. Um,
He didn't want to go home with all that guilt
with
and
all that
shame.
guilt and shame.
Yeah,
So he delayed it on purpose.
just so he can figure out a way to.
And some would say, I'm not gonna say some would say. I would say that he purposely got his men killed because he also felt like they deserved it. Even
That's a hot
well,
take.
even Cersei
That's a
says
hot
that
take.
they're monsters, and
I
he
mean,
knows that their men are gonna get killed, and he still goes onto the path that's gonna kill him.
they got themselves killed. He warned them
He did
all.
warn them,
He warned them
but he
all.
knew as well. He knew, and that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, he did know, but
That's why I
he
think
passed the information on to
Odysseus is
his crew.
selfish because all he thought about was himself.
In the movie, he did. I didn't see one bit that he thought about. I
Yeah,
mean,
in
there
the
were point
beginning with the
there. Yeah,
Cyclops.
no, like I did see um points of selfishness, but like I was gonna say, but he was loyal to his crew. Like he did want to try and have them go back. Like he tried to defy the gods, but like as they said, could he um save them from themselves?
Yeah, and then he stopped. He stopped caring. He was just like,
No,
after they ate the kettle, he was just like, I
cause
tried to
that
save
was
you. Uh,
cause he told them countless. He told them before even jumping on the island, um, not to.
Yeah, but he knew once they hit that island. I guess it's tomato tomato, but he knew once they hit the island that they're gonna do it anyway because he was told.
I
And
guess
once they
so.
do it, he wasn't really surprised.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but I guess it is like you said, tomato tomato. He knew that they were gonna die. He tried to help them not, but you know the old saying, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I did like how that it was a whole full circle moment. It was a great movie.
Yeah, it was a great
The action
movie.
was amazing. Like I said, great performance. I would say great performance of Tom Holland, Matt Damon,
Robert Patterson.
Robert Patterson. Honestly, that guy played a disgusting character, but in a good way. Anne Hathaway, Elliot Page. Literally, everyone's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Just the suitor scene. It's like where she was gonna select a new suitor. Um, I thought that was pretty sick.
Oh yeah, I like the whole scene with the arrow. You're talking about the end scene where she does that tournament, and then
Yeah.
they yeah, I like how he just does the fucking he flexes and he just puts the bow or he puts the string in the bow and then he does the yeah, that moment where he does that the string
The
sound, she turns
strums the
around,
string and she's
yeah, and
like,
she knows it's him and then he fucking
and then that's when you see everybody like, oh shit, he's gonna kill us all.
yeah, I like he starts killing everybody and he's killing a bunch of people and it's just one man and it's a room full of his people that betrayed him. And I like how he's just piling bodies and then there's some people that start kneeling.
Yeah,
That was fucking sick,
like
dude.
that
Like
was
they're
Oro right
people
there.
just started kneeling
They're
because
like,
they
all
were
right,
just
I don't want
like,
to fuck with this guy.
yeah,
You just
uh,
start noticing people kneeling and just like, all right, they like, I don't want to fuck with this.
yeah, that whole scene. Because I wasn't sure, I wasn't sure if he was gonna go. Because there's some scenes that he didn't do book by. He didn't go. He didn't follow the book.
That ending scene was flavor text.
That whole full circle moment was beautiful. I understand why he wanted to do it. If for that reason alone, I would understand. I don't know why he wanted to make this movie. Oh, I think I know why he wanted to, but um,
It was a good take though.
what I was gonna say though, fuck, I was gonna say something.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I interrupted myself because I just kept going.
I'll
Fuck,
give it
it
a
doesn't
minute.
matter. Just keep going. I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
It was a lie. It was a fiddle.
But yeah, the whole movie is pretty good. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the ending scene was pretty great. Just the whole full circle. Like you would get foreshadow moments for the ending scene, like toward the end. Like it was very you like foreshadowy, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it was very foreshadowed throughout the movie of what was the ending was pretty much gonna be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was a very full circle, very full circle movie. Just it's a great movie. And, you know, I'm gonna change my answer. Not, I'm gonna give it a 9.
A nine.
A 9. Just talking about it, yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
did like the
9.
action sequences. I thought they were pretty cool. Just the whole movie in general was fucking cool.
Oh, it was a great movie. And then him pretty much exiling himself and traveling west so he can honor his crew.
Yeah, I did like the ending. I feel like it did have a good ending. Tom Holland's character is now king, and then he goes west because his men told him to go west to honor his men.
Yeah, to honor his men. You know what? That would just be a great story alone to
That's what I'm
just
saying. It would have been.
you just make it up at that point, you
I
know, him finding
think.
America.
I think it would have been cool to do a trilogy.
Yeah. No,
I
I see what you're
think.
saying
I think the
now.
first movie would have been cool to be Troy, the Battle of Troy, and it's Odysseus, and we see. So yeah, Achilles is not even in this movie, which I thought he would have been in the movie, but he's not. So it would have been sick if we had saw the Battle of Troy, but but
Like the 10 years.
yeah, Christopher Nolan's take on it, that would have been sick. And then the movie ends with the Battle of Troy, and then the second movie is the Odyssey, and then the third
The
one
third
is,
movie is just some made up
or
thing.
maybe there is. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there is a story after the Odyssey. I'm not too familiar with my Greek mythology.
I don't know. Maybe there is, but that'd be amazing to see, though. That'd be a great trilogy.
So yeah, I had 10 would you rather before we end it, because our would you rather segment is kind of quite popular. I have 10 would you rather questions, Odyssey edition, before we end the episode.
All right, all right. Lay it on me. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Um, so these all have to do with the story of the Odyssey. So my first question, would you rather sail past the sirens while tied to the boat, or plug your ears with wax and never hear the song?
Oh, you know what I'm just thinking now? He survived the song, so he can tell to live about it. Or
He
he can.
did tell to live about it.
I mean, like, he could say what it sounds like and like write it down and all that.
Yeah, he did say what it sounds like.
No, yeah, he
But
told.
like you recreate it, I don't think you
Yeah,
can. It's a siren.
I
It's
guess
just a
so.
sound.
I guess
I
so.
think it's like a hormone thing, but like if you actually create it, it's not. You know what I mean?
What it sounds like.
Which I thought was cool too. That whole sequence, the whole film is just amazing. But when we're seeing it in
Through the eyes of that one
the
guy.
commander or
Yeah.
whatever, the second hand man, and he just goes, he plugs one ear, he plugs the left ear first, and then in the theater the left side went quiet, and
Yeah.
then he plugs the right side, and
And
then the
then
right side goes quiet, and
I
then I
thought
thought
that
it was
was, yeah,
cool.
I thought that was amazing.
Uh,
But you do hear like
you do hear like a humming.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like trumpets or something like that, like a trumpet type sound or
He did look like he was in pain.
yeah, you could have but uh a siren song is apparently like a beautiful song.
I rather not hear it.
You'd rather not hear it.
Yeah,
You'd rather have your ears waxed.
yeah,
Oh, all right. You
it's
know what?
painful.
It it was probably like painful in the sense of emotional pain.
I'm good. You rather hear it?
You know what? I don't think it would, cause he did look like he was in pain. I'd
That's what
rather
I'm
just
saying.
keep the.
I wouldn't want to hear it.
I'll keep my ears
Not only
waxed.
that, I would expect him to be different after hearing it. Like there's scenes like I remember in the old movie after the, and this is off topic I guess, but still it's still the Odyssey. In the old movie, I remember after the men turned into pigs, they weren't the same. Or is that just my from my memory?
I'm not 100% sure.
Like
Like they
after
were
they,
they
so
were
they turned,
traumatized.
yeah, they were traumatized, and they didn't, they not all of them had their, not their mind wasn't fully there.
I see. I don't remember 100% sure, but that does sound like a possibility.
Yeah, but in this movie they still, they seem like they just went back to normal. But like how could you after you turn to pigs? But that's also, that's my whole point. Like how would you turn, how would you be back to normal after hearing like the most beautiful thing in the world?
That's true. I guess that's true.
Um but yeah, so you're choosing not to hear it?
Yeah, I would choose not to hear it.
Alrighty, would you rather face the one-eyed Cyclops or sail through the dangerous of, oh fuck, I don't even know how to pronounce that. That six-headed dragon or whatever the fuck it was.
I'd rather deal with the Cyclops, cause it's that's a six-headed or like
I guess there's no way avoiding that, right?
yeah.
Um,
I'd rather deal with the Cyclops because you can either reason with it.
Or but like if it's just you, the Cyclops is gonna eat you. Because the reason why not all the men died, because I don't think the Cyclops was that hungry. Because he eats some of them, but he lets some of them live.
Yeah, that's true. Because he does fall asleep.
So if it's just so if you okay, if there's more than 6 of you, there's odds obviously. So
You
you don't know if
don't know if you're gonna be part of the six that's gonna get
and it's
eaten.
the same with
That's the
the
thing.
Cyclops. You don't know if you're gonna eat or not, and I believe around 6 of them get eaten. I don't know how much, probably less, but no, yeah,
No,
fuck
it
yeah,
was less.
no. So like 3 of them get eaten in the cave. So two of them get
Two of
eat,
them,
two of them get eaten right away. 2 of them get eaten, and then later on he eats them one by one. He picks off of them, and then towards the end when they're running away, he eats 3 more of them.
and then he squishes one.
That's what I'm saying. More than 6 men die.
So it's either. Oh, that's. I'd still take my odds with the.
The Cyclops?
Yeah,
I
cause,
guess
cause
no.
that's a, cause that's not a for sure death situation.
But like it's
But
longer too. You don't know how long they're in there. They're there for days, and then with the whole heads, they're just there. It like happens in a split second. So there's like 6 of them gone, and there's 6 heads. So only yeah.
no, that's a for sure six though. That's a for sure six. See, I'm thinking of the possibility of getting out without getting hurt. Because if you can like run past the Cyclops, then you're out. You're good to go. But if you go
But if you
past
can, then
that,
you're fucked. Remember? Yeah. So even more men die. Remember they try. They send 4 of them, and
yeah,
all four end up dying.
but he told them only two at a time, and
But then
that
they're
was
like, "Oh,
the
let's do a group of 4. Let's
yeah.
do 2 groups of 2," and then all 4 of them ended up dying. So that's more than fucking 6. They literally died. So they died testing something out.
To guaranteed six.
All right, you're going with the Cyclops. I'm gonna go with the 6 because, like I said, it's a guaranteed 6, and then um,
You could be part of that six though.
or you cannot. It's a better.
I guess that's also true with the Cyclops too.
It's
You could
better
also
odds
be.
than the dealing with the Cyclops. Then what if Odysseus, your boss, is be like, yo, go test it out, and you're just like, are you gonna say
Go test the
no?
waters.
Are you gonna be like, no, sir, I'm good? What would you say after
What can you say?
that?
Like really?
um, so you're choosing Cyclops?
I'm still gonna choose the Cyclops.
Okay, I'm
I feel like
choosing
there's a way to outsmart it.
I'm choosing the 6 heads. All right. Question 3: would you rather spend a year on Cersei's island or 7 years on Calypso's island? Good question. It's a good question. So would you rather spend a year as an animal or 7 years hypnotized? I would say hypnotized. That was an easy
I would rather
question.
say
Hypnotized, because
hypnotized.
you don't
Yeah,
even know
cause
it's 7 years.
yeah, he had to
He seemed
come to the
happy.
realization. Yeah, he
He
seemed
seemed
good.
happy. But that's saying how. Why? Are you, I mean, if you're gonna be in Cersei's island for a year, I'm assuming you're gonna be there as an animal.
Or the fucking giants can come and kill you within that
That's.
year.
I wouldn't say. I think that's in the same continent, but I wouldn't say that's Cersei's island.
Um,
Because when they arrive at Cersei Island, they see. He sees a bunch of lions, but they're obviously human.
humans. You know what? I guess so. Cause if you don't get the chance to come back, then you are
And then
officially an animal.
Calypso's. Well, then again, her Cersei Islands has grass, water, fruit and vegetables. Calypso's island
It's
looks
pretty much a
like a
deserted,
desert.
yeah, a deserted island.
Yeah, and all they eat is the lotus flowers.
I could have sworn they had other stuff too.
I
I
don't
think he
remember.
just ate that just to eat it because he was so willing to. But it wasn't that he was so willing to. It was just that the lotus flower, like,
No, it's also his guilt that he just wanted to forget, and that's why he kept eating it.
yeah, just eating the lotus flower would make you want to eat another one, and it pretty much like compelled him to stay there. But yeah, I would stay on Calypso's island. I would. Hey, he sounded like he was having a good time.
No, I'll do Calypso as well. Here's another one. Would you rather have Athena as your protector or Poseidon as your ally?
Ooh.
No, that's another thing because there's I saw a review where they're saying that gods, and that's what it says in the beginning, where it's a time of apparent magic. Like gods aren't, they're not present, so they're like not real. Um, they're saying like Athena is not actually there. It's just his guilt.
His figment of his imagination.
Yeah, it's just his guilt and it's the guilt of that girl they slaughtered,
Yeah,
and
like
that's
that's
why he
just who
sees her.
he. Yeah, that's who he just manifests
Uh,
as Athena.
they do mention gods, like they do mention like the Cyclops Christ, the Poseidon, and then after that the 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 sea starts getting mad at them. So, but like, there's no actual like presence of any gods. So, I
But
yeah
he does say that Athena comes to me, or that I see Athena again when he's talking to Calypso.
yeah, but that could be a whole like schizophrenic thing.
I see from trauma.
Yeah, but I then again, there is that's what I'm saying. I don't think that was Hades when they went to the underworld because there's no real gods present there. I mean, there's sign of magic. But that's another thing too. I was surprised with. When I heard Christopher Nolan was gonna do the Odyssey, he normally does like realistic movies. So when I heard that he was gonna do the Odyssey, I thought it was gonna be like a realistic take on it. So that's why watching this film, I was just surprised with all the magical elements they had with it, which I thought was pretty cool. But all the magical elements was in a realistic.
Gruesome.
It was in a realistic tone.
Yeah,
Um,
I that does make sense because like with all these beings that are intelligent, they're gonna have a life of their own, and like um they're gonna have their own characteristics and stuff like that, and that's just a way to like build the world, because like it's interesting because you could tell a lot from something without them having to say a lot, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Silence speak. Silence speak louder than words.
Or actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, that too.
Little
So yeah, I mean, I guess we went kind of off topic.
off the rails there.
Uh,
What's your next one?
you still haven't picked. Would you rather have Athena protecting you or?
Oh. That's a good one. I would honestly have Athena as my protector.
I think so too. I would also have Athena as my protector because it seemed. I mean, he got. I mean, Odysseus got home safely. Kind of.
I mean, a lot of his men died, but he survived.
But I
He's
feel like if
kicking.
he had Odysseus, Odysseus, if he had Poseidon as an ally, I'm not. I'm in
Yeah.
a desert right now, so
I ain't got no water
I don't
next to
got. I
me.
don't got sea. I don't got sea next to me, man. Shit. All right. Next question. Would you rather be Odysseus trying to return home or Penelope waiting faithfully for years?
Hmm. I don't know if I'd be able to
Wait.
wait I'd
But
rather go through the
that's
trials
kind
and
of
tribulations.
fucked up though, right? So you wouldn't wait, but you would. So that's kind of fucked up. So you would wait. You wouldn't wait, but like you rather go through it, right? But what if you're going through it and there's no one waiting for you?
Hey, we don't know what he did on Calypso's Island.
Well, obviously, yeah. I'm pretty sure they've fucked. They do in the story of the original Homer story. I mean, he has sex with Cersei to trick her into turning her men, to turning his men back into humans. But they didn't add that in the movie. The movie, he's more faithful. That's what I'm saying. He's in the movie. He's under the lotus flower, so he's under a delusion. So you don't even know what they did under that illusion.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I
Um,
guess you're right. I guess you're right. But I would still go through the trials and tribulations of getting home and.
that's a lot of trauma you gotta deal with now.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
just
going home, and then
I
you
rather just
sure
kick
that's
it at
20
home.
years. That's 20 years to just chill at home.
But the way I see it, I mean, I hope
I mean, at home it's trauma too, because you got to worry about people killing your son.
yeah, I guess so. I
You got to
mean, I
worry
would hope
about
my
like,
fiance would wait for me. I would go through it so she wouldn't have to.
oh,
Yeah.
how sweet.
All right, next question. Let's see. Would you rather risk opening the bag of winds out of curiosity or leave it sealed without knowing what's inside? I believe this is more about the book, so I'll leave that one out.
When you said that, I was thinking of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was thinking SpongeBob too. Would you rather visit the underworld to gain important knowledge or avoid it and continue your journey without these answers?
Oh, I would rather go to hell and back.
That would be an experience for sure. But in Greek mythology, they go to hell like
All the fucking
all the
time.
fucking time for like it's just an occasional like Tuesday.
It's
Oh,
just
you're
a
going
walk
to
in the
hell?
park.
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you going to hell? Oh yeah, can I lift the ride? Or can I get a ride or some shit? I don't fucking know.
You can just drop me off here on the way back.
Would I continue my? Can I continue my story without going? That's the
Yeah, that's
question.
the question right there. Because if all the information's in one spot and you miss that information,
Where do I go next?
exactly, where are you going? You don't got a
I
poneglyph.
don't think that one's a choice.
You don't got a log post.
Uh, would you
No.
rather
Okay.
compete? Oh, what's up?
No, I said because you don't got a log post.
Yeah, there's no Google Maps, man. Gotta go. Yeah, back in the day before Google Maps was invented, you had to go to hell to find out where to go. Hey man, where do you gotta go? Where do you go from here? I don't know. Gotta go to hell first to find out.
Oh,
Um,
that's funny. What's your next one? What's the next one?
Interesting. Would you rather compete against the suitors in the Odysseus bow contest or help Penelope come up with clever ways to delay choosing a husband?
I'd rather help her choose a
I
way
do
to.
not think I could do. Dude, do you see this shit? I don't got fucking. Do you see how ripped Matt Damon was, and that's how he does the. Yeah,
That shit
right.
was.
He fucking that dude. That
That
whole
whole scene was fucking insane.
his
And then
his like not to
not
glaze, but like his muscles, the way he just fucking
just does that shit. The way he strings the bow, and then like I don't know, that was
very
insane.
man.
And
Like
then
that's
like
yeah, like no homo, very manly.
not only not only that, but not being able to do it and then dying, getting killed afterward.
I'll bow down. There's men that bow down, dude. I'll be one of those men. Like I will recognize my king when I see him, man. Like this guy is taking arrows, getting stabbed, killing like men, like
I'm like,
tens.
bro,
This guy's
you got
king,
it.
bro. Like
You got
yeah, what
it.
the fuck?
I'm
Like you
not
think I'm gonna
dying
be
today.
king, dude? Tripping.
I'm not gonna lay down my life. Nope, you can have it. I'm not gonna lay down. Like, I will kneel. You can be king, but I will go ahead and try and discover ways to delay the suitors,
Um,
because that would just be an experience. Because you don't know, he could probably just
this
fucking kill
really
you just to kill you.
this is I think this is a two-part question because this really has to do with what we're just talking about. Would you rather rely on your strength uh like many Greek heroes or intelligence and cleverness like Odysseus? Now, in this film, would you say it doesn't show that much of Odysseus' cleverness, or would you say it does? Because I feel like the one for me as a kid growing up with this story, or as a tween, um, the part that showed that he was really clever, and I know it's just a pun, is
Just with the
the Cyclops.
Cyclops
Yeah. Without that scene, I guess so. He was kind of clever with the whole
escape
escaping
plan.
escape plan, but then he got cocky.
No,
Um,
yeah,
I guess he is kind. He. I don't know. I didn't really see that much.
the Trojan horse.
I
I
guess.
guess he was like smart tactically.
Huh.
I guess that's what they're trying to put us.
Well, we're thinking the movie. I think he's more clever. This. I think this is.
Uh,
These are.
from the
These from
I
the
guess
book.
so. I
Uh.
guess in the book he is more of a clever person because he tricks the sirens in the movies. I believe he does, or he
In the books, you mean?
yeah in the books. He outsmarts them to get away, and then just like with the Cyclops too, he outsmarts him to get away.
Yeah.
And then also with the giants as well. He also outsmarts, like he yeah. So I would say like he's tactically smart. Like he knows how to avoid getting killed on his part.
Yeah, and this one I feel like he just runs, he just yells,
He goes in blind, or
and
not
then
blind,
he
but
just
like
yells like retreat or run, and they're just running away. Yeah, there's a scene when they're in hell. He yells, and it's in the trailer, and a lot of people get mad. He yells, "Let's go, let's go." But yeah, a lot of people are mad at the dialogue because in the trailer, I mean, it's out of content. They're saying lines that just don't go with that time. Like apparently, I guess daddy. They say daddy. Robert Patterson's like your daddy's not here to save you or some shit, and they're like,
um.
but then during that time they never said father as well. So
I mean, I guess they would say father.
apparently father was not a word during that time.
I
Only dad
see.
was. Uh,
Well,
but
it's
yeah.
a made up story. But at
With
that point, it's just nitpicking.
I guess with that question, I don't have strength, so I'm gonna
So
choose intelligence.
my thing with that is I'm thinking like um Heracles. Um, sorry for my boring answer.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I got a little tired. It's a little late.
It's a little late. We filmed these episodes kind of late. I'm not gonna lie. um, I would say because strength only gets you so far. Because if you don't have the strength, or if you don't have the brains, then like you can only go so far. But I guess it goes both ways, you know. But having intelligence would be more beneficial in certain situations, I feel like. So I would go ahead and go with that.
I would be intelligence because from what this story tells me is that intelligence will bring you home, not strength.
I guess so.
Last question before we end the episode. Would you rather have a long, dangerous journey that ends with returning home, or a safe, comfortable life far from home forever? That's a good question. Well, the question does state that I will be returning home, but I would have some fucking stories before I get there. Or, I mean, if you
Or
live,
you can make a new
that's
home.
what I'm saying. If you live a comfortable life away from home, aren't you creating a new home? So then, would you be away from that home, the new home that you created? No. So every time you create a home, would you be away from that home,
I'm pretty sure it's in a sense of
your
your
original
original
home?
home.
Okay, just making sure.
It's like it's like you moving from another state to move and live a comfortable life in another state.
That's
Are
what
you
I'm
really
saying. Like
home?
I'm home right now, but I originally was from New Mexico.
So that's your original home.
Yeah, but it's like I want to go back. You know what I mean? But
I
I know what
mean,
I mean. I know what it's saying, like home with your family and your loved ones and people people.
yeah,
But then
or
again,
just like
I was gonna choose the dangerous. Like I'd rather go home but
go
have a
home.
dangerous journey. But then again, it took this guy 20 years.
But that was a route that he took. Um,
But
because
in the lines of
Agamemnov got home within like three,
yeah,
5 years.
some got home earlier than others. But I'm pretty sure in this content,
I'm talking about Odysseus.
this year it's gonna take like 10 years to get home.
10 years.
Another thing too, it doesn't say how you're gonna get home. It says dangerous, so you could return home with no arm or no legs, or you could return home blind. You could even return home as a vegetable. Like it's not specific, so I think depending on your journey, you can't go carelessly on your journey because it did say you were returned home, but it didn't say what condition you will be
In what
returned home.
condition?
So that's where I'm at. So I'm like, if I was, if it's in the line of the Odyssey and you were returned home as Odysseus, then yeah,
I will return
I
home.
would return home. But that means I'm gonna have to live with the guilt and sacrifice of my
And
men
trauma.
and trauma.
Your men were pawns in your way to get home.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's a dark
That's
way to
another
put
thing.
it.
So, if he had another choice, like your man could go home, but that means you die. Would he choose that path? I don't think he
I
would.
think he would.
I don't think he would at all.
I think he would because he was even telling Penelope that if I don't make it home, you gotta find a new suitor. If I don't come back, you gotta remarry.
Yeah, but he said that on purpose, because it was all part of the plan. Literally, right when she's gonna ask to remarry, she does the whole test, and that's when she brings them all together, and then that's when he's able to kill everyone and get rid of them pretty much.
I guess that's true. The whole suitor scene was
Speaking of Penelope, that one scene when he first asks her when they're in bed and he's like, "I need you to remarry," and then she slaps
slapped
him.
him.
But that didn't feel like a forced slap. It felt like a natural slap. Like it was a natural slap. Like I can't believe you're asking me this.
Yeah. I did sense that too. Like it wasn't
Dude,
like
what an amazing
angry.
performance.
Yeah, it was.
That one part too where Tom Holland's like, you need a new husband," and she's like, "What I need is Odysseus," and then she yells it at him. I thought that was a good scene too.
Yeah, she was great. She was great.
What a great performance.
Oh yeah, would for sure watch that again. No, I thought that was very very interesting, very poetic. The whole movie in general, great movie all around.
I would watch it again. I can't wait to watch it again. I was thinking of just watching it tomorrow or like
Just going up,
yeah, just going and just buying a seat,
and just watching it.
just watch it. An IMAX actually. But then
Hey,
again,
you probably have seats, so
I already bought tickets for Spider-Man, and that's like what, next week. next weekend in 2 weeks in a week.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, next weekend actually. Yeah, I gotta get my tickets for
Yeah, we
sure.
gotta do a review for that one for sure. But yeah, I think we should end it there. That's our episode for the Odyssey movie review.
Yeah. Great movie. You should watch it. Your mom should watch it. Your parents or your
It's
sister,
a really good
brother.
movie for all the family. It's a rated R movie, but it is still a good movie. I would put it up there with Lord of the Rings and
Watch it for the story. Watch it for the
the
actors.
story, the acting, the visual effects. Everything's really good. I do recommend it.
I do. Yep. I highly
Um,
recommend it. Full circle story. Everything plays a part in the movie. Like so much you could say. So
yeah,
much you
right.
could say.
What a great movie. Honestly, there's not much that can be said other than just watch it yourself. It's honestly worth the time and money.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. And I will sit there for 3 hours again to watch it.
Yeah, it is a long story, honestly.
But it's told very well.
But it is told very well. But yeah, thank you for watching.
We're almost critics. Y'all have a good one.